The rest of the news Friday. We have survived another week. The world did not end. The sky did not fall. But William Shatner's pants did. At LAX, screeners had pulled him aside for a more robust search before an international flight. Shatner had worn loose-fitting trousers with no belt so as to be comfortable on the long flight down to South Africa. While being frisked, his pants just fell down to the ankles in front of dozens of fellow travelers who all got to see Captain James T. Kirk's underwear. Dominic Strauss-Kahn's wife, the journalist Anna Sinclair, who is now the editor of the French edition of the HuffPost, has finally had it. She moved out of their Paris apartment. Strauss-Kahn is said to be demolished. The splash page this morning at BarackObama.com proudly screams, "I like Obamacare." Mitt Romney was said to be surprised by the Supreme Court decision, like maybe a lot of people. A picture taken shortly after the ruling came down shows Romney walking to a podium with a banner reading "Repeal and Replace," followed by, in much larger letters, "Obamacare. For better or worse," looks like that's what it's called. The New York Times says Romney doesn't give much of an explanation of what he would do differently other than repeal it. The Washington Post editorializes that that's not much of a plan to help the nation's 50 million uninsured. Obamacare provides coverage for about 30 million. Facebook's just chock full of funny memes. Rush Limbaugh, with his head looking like it's about to explode, says he's going to Costa Rica, captioned, "Fun fact, Costa Rica has universal health care." Rand Paul seems a pretty sore loser, shown and quoted in another meme. Just because a couple people on the Supreme Court declares something to be constitutional does not make it so. The caption? Yeah, it kind of does. The Village Voice recommends Government 101 for the doctor. And then there's the picture that really says it all, with Nancy Pelosi clapping and laughing, while John Boehner tears up for a good old cry. Sometimes you just gotta love Photoshop. What with the black and white picture of a grinning President Obama holding up an iPad with headline, "Mandate Struck Down," looking just like the original picture of Truman when he held up a Chicago Tribune boldly proclaiming, "Dewey defeats Truman." That was in November of 1947. Gawker's funny today with the headline, "Let's never stop watching this video of CNN and Fox getting the Obamacare ruling wrong." Business Insider reports that the screw-up nearly caused a mutiny inside the CNN newsroom. Chief Justice Roberts is now vilified as a traitor by the right, but Gawker says it's easy to like him, as unlike other members of the conservative wing of the court, he doesn't look like his ideology is consuming his flesh from the inside out. Yesterday's ruling mentioned broccoli 12 times, but in the final analysis, the bumper sticker takeaway from the Christian Science Monitor is that Congress overstepped the mandate to buy health insurance punishable by a penalty, but can encourage it with the levy of a tax in order to regulate commerce as so set out by the Constitution. Time stops tomorrow night for 1 second to sync up GMT with Earth's little wobble, sort of a fudge factor. Hey, it's a tax, not a penalty. See you Monday with the rest of the news. This is Dan Earhart.